What is up, guys? Going live. Drew Martin here with the SEC rundown for Saturday's card here, guys. Should be a fun one, going through all the SEC games, starting in order of when they're going to kick off in under 10 minutes here. So we'll give a play on every game and a best bet as well. 2-0 in the best bets, by the way. And unfortunately, 6-8 in the degenerate bet on every game. But here we go, guys. 12 noon Eastern kick in College Station, Texas. Florida, Texas A&M, Florida -5, 58 being the total. Florida going out a couple different ways here, guys. I love their offense. Trask has 72% completion percentage, top 5 offenses in terms of passing in the country, averaging 495 offensive yards. Trask, 10 touchdowns, 1 interception, 10-to-1 ratio. That's pretty awesome. And guys, one reason I waited so long to do this show today is because watching weather this weekend is going to be huge. Looks like 90 degrees, sunny, light winds in College Station. Texas A&M side of it, Vanderbilt win and then a loss at Alabama. Talk about, power ratings in the SEC. And you play the likely, one of the 2 worst teams in the SEC, and then likely power rated the number 1 team in the SEC. It's kind of tough to get a real grasp here on Texas A&M. I do like Florida -5. I also like the under. This is one that I bet both of. But for the show, having one bet on each game, I will go the Florida Gators -5 in College Station to kick it off. We also got South Carolina versus Vandy at 12 noon as well. SEC alternate network with South Carolina -13.5, 41.5 being the total. South Carolina, defensively, Will Muschamp, you think of good defenses. I don't know about this year. Tennessee scored 31 on them. Florida scored 38 on them. They do have 11 straight wins over Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt, pretty good defense, but averaging less than 10 points a game. Only had 113 passing yards last week. Looks like 70 degrees and rain in Nashville with some wind, 10-mile-per-hour wind. I like the under of 41.5. It's a low total here, guys, in college football to bet the under, but it's low for a reason. South Carolina, Vanderbilt, 41.5. I like it to the under. We got SEC Network, 12 noon Eastern again, 3 12 noon kicks here, so it gets off early in the SEC. Missouri at LSU, change of location. So interesting note, if you're a gambler, change of location would cancel that bet. And then LSU at Missouri now. You would have to replace your bet here. The line is 14. That's LSU -14 on the road in Missouri. 54 being the total. LSU, their travel schedule was messed up here. They did leave a day early to go to Missouri with the system coming through the Gulf Coast there. In Missouri, a couple things on their side. Drinkowitz, their head coach, that week 1 game against Alabama where they slipped through the back door. That's something that I took note of. That's kind of like a bet on kind of profile that I would look to be on Missouri, at least in the early here, because they're looking to score at all costs. And sometimes that can be the difference in a win and a loss. So that backdoor cover against Alabama, kind of remembering that and catching 14 at home, 80 degrees and sunny, I think that helps Missouri. I like Missouri +14 against LSU. Guys, we get the best bet kind of at the end here, but giving out a game and a bet on, a bet on each game here. We got the 3:30 CBS game, Tennessee at Georgia, 2-0 teams here. Total of 43, Georgia -12.5 between the hedges. Georgia 2-0 to the under here with that defense. And, man, they smoked Auburn last week. Also, interesting to note, they're saying 20-25% in Sanford Stadium. Last week 20%. Get out of here. There was maybe 2 people were going through the turnstile and they were only counting at once, something like that. But it was good atmosphere. Given that, I would look for good atmosphere again here as they play against Tennessee. Tennessee, longest winning streak in the country. Also, their offensive line, very, very good. 4 of their 5 offensive line starters, former 5-star recruits. You can see it. They do get a good push here. Looks like 79 degrees, 50% chance of rain in Athens, 10-mile-per-hour wind. Kind of think that, that's not that bad of weather here. In Tennessee's offense, this is going to be the best quarterback Georgia has faced. I like the over of 43, Tennessee, Georgia, 3:30 Eastern kick. 4 o'clock Eastern, Arkansas at Auburn on ESPN. This total opened 43. It's now 45.5. So this total's moved a lot. We got Auburn laying 2 touchdowns in Jordan-Hare. This one is one you really want to watch the weather. 15 miles per hour winds projected, 90% chance of rain. Both of these two teams combine for 0 overs and 4 unders. I don't know. I think Arkansas, off their first win in 20 games in SEC play, I don't like that spot. You know, they're feeling good about themselves. I actually like Auburn off the loss, -14 at home. I think Gus and company gets the train going. I would lay the 2 touchdowns here with Auburn at home. We got Alabama, Ole Miss here, 7:30 Eastern on ESPN. Looks like Alabama laying 23.5, total of 68. I like the over here, and I know you got to watch weather here again, guys. And this is one that, you know, I would rather wait. I just needed to kind of get all these plays out before kickoff here. But it does look like 15 miles per hour wind with a 70% chance of rain, gusts of up to 30 miles per hour. But it does dissipate as the day goes on. And this is a night game, so I think the weather might actually be okay. Something to watch, though. Did want to throw that out. With Sark and Kiffin calling the plays, though, the 2 play callers in this game, and a total of 68 with 2 good offenses. Talking about Mac Jones, the quarterback for Alabama, Matt Corral, the quarterback for Ole Miss, 2 of the top 3 in passer efficiency rating in the country, taking snaps. Sidewise, Saban 20-0 versus former assistants. He's, in my opinion, going to make it 21-0 today. Although you got to remember, you know, Kiffin and Saban didn't exactly leave on the best of terms at Alabama. It was right before the national championship game, and I know Saban kind of laughed about the comments that Kiffin made about him, but still, I don't know. I think if he gets the chance, he's going to be able to put one on Ole Miss here. It's just, I don't know. Watch that back door as well. This Mississippi offense is not bad, and that kind of is the profile that could slip through the back door here. So don't want to lay the big number with Alabama. Instead, going to take my chances here with the weather. The lowest total on the board right now is 68. I think both offenses get it in and get it in the end zone a bunch here. Over 68, Alabama versus Ole Miss. Last game up here, guys. Mississippi State, Kentucky, 58 being the total. Kentucky -2.5 or -3, depending what sportsbook. So want to shop around here. This is the best bet. We got Kentucky -2.5. That's a bet online right now, -120. So I'll take that. Kentucky -2.5 for the best bet. Looks like 10 mile per hour winds, 70% chance of rain. I think that hurts Mississippi State side more than it hurts the Kentucky side here. Arkansas defense, you know, held that Mississippi State Mike Leach passing attack down with a 3-2-6 defense. I think the secret gets out here, and Kentucky and company kind of see that film, able to replicate it on the defensive side. And with the weather helping the Wildcats at home, they're looking to get off the schneid, the 0-2 start here. I like Kentucky -2.5, -120 for the best bet. Do like it at -3, but if you can shop it around and get the better number, that's always a better thing to do here, guys. So that's all the SEC games for today. I'll recap it here, like 12 noon Eastern kick here. Florida -5 over Texas A&M. We got Vanderbilt, South Carolina under 41.5. Got Missouri, LSU. That's Missouri hosting LSU. I like the home dog here, +14. Missouri. We got Tennessee and Georgia. I like the over of 43 between the hedges. We got Arkansas and Auburn. I'll take the Auburn Tigers minus the 2 touchdowns at home. Alabama, Ole Miss over 68. Watch the weather there, though, guys. And Mississippi State, Kentucky. I like Kentucky -2.5 for the best bet is the Kentucky Wildcats. Guys, thanks for tuning in. I am Drew Martin at Drew Martin Bets, and best of luck with your bets today, guys. I'll be right back with college football best bets as well, going on Twitter and YouTube. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. Best of luck with your bets.